Hey, good morning. We are here for a three moms update. Guys, it's Friday, and I did not do the three moms update yesterday because I really needed to spend a little bit of time kind of thinking about what I wanted to talk about and really what I wanted to say about these three moms. For the past year, I have been watching the three moms. Again, I think most notably, I started watching Olivia. I saw Chrissy's channel. I really didn't know who she was, why she was coming up in my recommended. I was really new to kind of the mommy sector, if you will, because I always kind of watched different things. And I really had kind of just started watching kind of mommy type content, period. Not really specific to any one sector, but just kind of mommy stuff in general. But yeah, I just needed some time. I saw Jasmine's video yesterday regarding her pregnancy, or pregnancies, and it was quite disturbing. I saw, many people who I am subscribed to just bing, 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 notification, gang, gang. I definitely have my notifications on for many people that I'm subscribed to, and notification after notification that they're reacting to Jasmine's video. I think when the video came on, I was on the phone at the time and was like, hey, have you seen the video yet? And I'm like, no, not yet. And it was just kind of like, I listened to it when I was at my desk. I was on my way back into work and then finished it up at my desk. And I was just kind of like, wow. So kind of, here we go. So yesterday I did watch Jasmine's video, and I will say I did not even watch any of the reaction videos. Number one, I just did not have time. I had too much going on. I listened to her video, I saw the alerts, and that was pretty much it. I didn't have a chance to watch anyone's reactions, but I will get into them today because I am curious what other people have to think, what other people are thinking on the topic. Which I feel like I kind of know due to the very quick reaction. Because typically videos come out, you just don't see the reactions coming out so quickly. And, but yeah, I started watching the video, and, just her overall demeanor was awful. I'm just going to say it was just awful. Jasmine, we all have these days where as moms, we are exhausted. Our cups are empty. And I mean like our metaphorical cup as in our body, our heart, our mind. We just don't have anything else to give. But when you have children, you have to get yourself back together. Whether it's go take a shower, whether it is just get your butt up out of bed, change your gravity center rather than laying down horizontal, get vertical. That'll do something. Put those babies in a buggy and take a 10-minute walk and get some air in your lungs. Breathe, because all I could think of was this girl has no energy and almost very unhappy. And it's concerning. And I've heard people say that before, that they're concerned for Jasmine, and I get it. My hope for Jasmine is that after putting out this video, she will watch this video and just kind of make a decision for herself that she wants better. That she wants to do better and she wants to have better, because you have a beautiful family. You're blessed with 3 daughters and 1 son. You've got your mother, and that's a great starting point. And So the video starts off, she's kind of just jumps right into complaining about the kids and see what I'm going through, guys. You know, my twins kept me up all last night. Nothing positive is going on in Jasmine's world, right? That's the sense that we get, right? That's the sense I get. Nothing good's happening right now. Very unhappy, and just immediately goes into the twins kept her up, and she shows the twins, and you know, I kind of feel bad. It's not, you know, I mean, motherhood is not easy. We all know this, but they are not the source of your misery. They're just not. They are innocent. And that's all I'm going to say on that. They're not the source of your misery. They're not you know, you are the source of your fatigue. You need to figure it out. You need to get on a schedule. They are being babies. They're doing what babies do, and they're doing what your babies do. So that's it. So, so next thing we know, cut to, she's in bed. So I don't know where the kids are at that point, but they are not. Maybe they're in the bedroom with her. I have no idea. But she's in the bed, and, you know, she's got a pillow. She's looking like she's got the flu. She's not looking very motivated. And she starts to tell us that she's got something to tell us because she wants to be truthful. She tells us everything, which is a problem. You don't have to tell us everything. Nobody asked you to tell us everything. Some people may not even want you to tell us everything. What we are looking for on YouTube is to be entertained and to get to know Jasmine, get to see my jazzy life. And what I see of you, Jasmine, is not so jazzy. So she begins to tell us that there's something that she wanted to tell us, and she feels like now is the appropriate time. So she tells us that back in December, she had what sounds to me like a late-term abortion. Okay? So basically, she never told us how many weeks. She said that she was very pregnant. So legally, there's only a certain point that you can go with pregnancy. You know, I'm sure we all know this. And, you know, over the summer, I think, you know, she tried to say people were trying to fat shame her, body shame her, all kinds of things. I think as moms, we all know what pregnancy looks like. And she's a pretty girl. She's got a lot going for her. And, but I think that most of us knew that there was something up, that she looked pregnant from about the late part of the summer into the fall, that she would do these shots and she's making coffee, and you could see her body just looked a little bit different. And I mean, I'm sorry, if you didn't want people talking about it, don't show it. So there's plenty of opportunity where you're showing people your body, and you know, on YouTube, there's most people who are not going to be very shy to say something about anything. So unfortunately for her, she you know, and then she would just say, you know, you guys are body shaming, fat shaming, who are you to talk about that, whatever. So anyway, turns out she's pregnant. So in December, she says she was very pregnant. So we don't know whether she was 3, 4, 5 months. I'm not sure how late you can terminate a pregnancy. That's something that I would need to look up, but it could be up to as many as 16, 17, 18. I don't even know if it's up to 20 weeks, but it's far into the game, basically. So 20 weeks, you are almost finished with your 5th month and going into 6 months of pregnancy. To me, it was a late-term pregnancy because she was very pregnant, and they had to put her on an IV, and it sounded more like a late-term procedure. So, and I hate that for her, and I hate that for any woman to have to undergo something like that. And she said that when she found out that she was pregnant, and you can watch the episode, I'm not going to go into all of the detail, but she said that there was a moment that she felt like she wanted to just walk out. but she decided to move forward with the procedure and terminate the pregnancy. And she prefaced it with, I know a lot of you guys are going to be mad at me, and I know people are going to have something to say. Yeah, you're right. I really felt like it was very unfortunate for her. But when she proceeded to say that she's had several abortions, because at certain times she just wasn't ready to have a baby with Philip, or things weren't going right, and she's had several. Now, what does several mean? I don't know, guys. You watch the video, you ask her. I don't know, and quite frankly, I don't care. Her words, not mine. She's had several, and I just kind of was like, I don't even have any words for it. But I guess what was most disturbing to me, and I guess I kind of fast forwarded, was when she said that she was involved with this guy. She's been seeing this guy, and she regularly uses something called Plan B, and then most recently used something called Take Action. Now, I'm not really familiar with these medications, just because I've never taken it, and for many years I was on regular birth control pills, which I stopped taking over 10 years ago. So I haven't been in the know on any of these type of medications for a very long time. And from what I understand, taking a Plan B is almost the same thing as when you miss your period and you double up for 2 days. Usually they say if you've missed more than 3 days, just throw the pack away and start after your next period, was what they used to do. I don't know what they do now. So she basically, when I read about Plan B, basically it is the equivalent of doing that kind of 2-day double up kind of situation, and it stops the ovulation. And so you'll still have your period, but I guess you don't drop an egg, right? So correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. And so she said they used condoms and Plan B. Now, Plan B says, and so does Take Action, that it's not going to interfere if you are already pregnant. So it's not going to terminate a pregnancy. It's going to, all it does is stop ovulation. It's like basically a mega birth control pill that you take after you've had unprotected sex. So if you are already pregnant, it's not going to do anything, as I stated, to a pregnancy. So if you got pregnant, or you think you got pregnant during that encounter, my take is, based on what I read, is that you probably already were pregnant. You probably were already pregnant at the end of the day. I mean, if you feel you got pregnant from that encounter, you were already pregnant, ma'am. You just were. So, we don't know the chain of events. She hadn't clued us in when she was even seeing this guy. And honestly, I don't care. And I'm not going to take my calendar out and try to help her figure out who your baby daddy is, because homie wasn't convinced based on what she said. She said that after they had sex, she kind of started to ignore him, because I guess maybe it was supposed to be friends with benefits. I don't really know. But then after she ignored him for a while, he started ignoring her. And when she called him to tell him she was pregnant, he really wasn't trying to have anything to do with it. He wasn't really here for it, because he was just like, you've been ignoring me. Like, you must be seeing someone else, or having sex with somebody else. And then she goes into this whole rant about that it's almost Christmas. And to me, the irony is, Christmas is a time where we celebrate the birth of a baby, and I'm just kind of like, okay, it's Christmas. You are concerned about your Christmas money that you have to spend on an abortion that if you had been on the pill or a NovaRing or any other form of birth control, you wouldn't even have to be worrying about this whole situation. But you're concerned about your kid's Christmas because you have to have an abortion that you ignored, quite frankly, because you said you were really pregnant. And I just don't get it. So I'm just it was pretty disappointing. It certainly was not entertainment. It was terrible. It was really terrible. Because Jasmine, I feel like this. Yes, you can take all of this as criticism, but what I think, and I have to listen to the reactions, is I think just overwhelming kind of disgust and disappointment that a woman your age at almost 30 years old has not learned any lessons on how to take care of herself, how to treat herself, and how to love on herself, and how to treat herself with respect and integrity. And your body is a temple, and you should treat it as such. And to hear someone who is blatantly disrespecting their body the way that it sounds like you are is tragic for a lot of us. It's not about, oh, I'm sorry for the women out here who can't have kids. You know, the women, I mean, maybe that is a trigger for some and may make people feel a certain type of way if you can't have kids, and I get it. You know, I am sad for you. I wish you better in 2020. And, you know, Jasmine, good job, because honestly, I'm not really motivated to help support your channel or talk about your channel anymore, because it is really, you're doing the most. And I think that you deserve and can do a whole lot better. So I'm just going to kind of leave that right there. But if you have not watched this, I mean, it's, watch it, don't watch it. There's plenty of reactions on it. I'm getting ready to hear what some of the other people that I watch and listen to had to say on the topic. But it's just pretty sad, and it's really nothing to even kind of, I don't know, continue even to talk about. It's unfortunate, and that's what I'm going to say as someone who, I kind of enjoyed watching her channel. And I pretty much, if you listen to my updates, typically have the least to say about Jasmine, even though I know she's got her challenges. She typically seems to be pretty happy type person despite whatever is going on, and she loves her children. But Jasmine, I'm gonna need for you to love on yourself, because kids love a happy mom. Kids love a mom who is on her grind and doing her thing. That gives them motivation and inspiration. And my wish for you is better. So, and that being said, honestly, I'm not even going to go into anything about Olivia or Chrissy. I may leave that for another video. But I think at this moment, I'm going to call this a conclusion on the Three Moms update, since I went long on Jasmine. But yeah, guys, it kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. So Jasmine, good luck. And, I will still be watching, but I don't know what else there is to say. It's, good luck in your future. But yeah, I'm not going to not watch, but I don't know that I'm going to comment because it's like, gosh, what else is there to say? What else is there to talk about? So anyway, guys, if you are not subscribed to my channel, please do so and click the notification bell so you can be notified as soon as I drop a video, as soon as I go live. And please put your comments down below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And I will see you again in another video. Take care. Have a great day.